what's appropriate, but not for the quality of the podcast. Leave it for what's appropriate for what we need.
Yeah. In fact, actually, just put 5 stars.
Do you feel
That
like
would be nice.
Do you feel like we're a 5-star?
Like we've got 1 5-star review on Spotify, so at the moment we're 100% 5 stars.
Was that Chris?
I don't know.
Must have been Chris.
He watches on YouTube.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So and all the other usual stuff. But here we are. We're coming up to the end of April already. 420's been and gone.
Crazy time.
All that stuff's happened. Did you celebrate?
I actually I took a tolerance break.
Did you? A tolerance break?
Yeah, so...
it builds up too much, so you got to bring it down.
You got to bring it back down, yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
You smoke weed all the time and it gets a bit much. You get a bit groggy in that and it's not really doing the right things for you anymore.
Because you're like an athlete, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I think, yeah, exactly.
You got rest and recovery factored into your schedule. I love that.
Have you smoked weed today?
No.
Wow. Fuck.
He's wearing a shirt and everything. This
Wearing
is
a
kicking
shirt.
off. You got a watch on. Where did you get that?
I found it
Off
in
the
a
back
bin.
of which lorry did you get that?
Did you really find that in a bin?
No, did I find it in a bin? My granddad gave it me.
Oh, that's sweet.
Because it was his ex-girlfriend bought it for him. And I think his new girlfriend wanted him to get rid of all the
Oh,
things.
it's a jealousy watch.
It's a jealousy watch.
Doesn't smell of milk then.
No, it smells like leather. Leather makes your fucking wrist smell weird.
Yeah, you get
Makes it
real
smell
stinky
like,
wrists.
like pissy, like another smell that's not pleasant.
No, it's a particular leather sweat strap smell that you get, and it stinks, and your wrist stinks, the whole thing. I don't know why people even do it. We don't need watches anymore.
No, I'll take it off.
Well, that's good. Dom, you've got 2 slightly different shades of grey on.
Well, I'll tell you what happened is I'm going to boxing after this, and I was wearing black shorts, but I did an episode where I wore shorts, and you told me to never wear shorts.
No, you're something else that I'm
So I've got
disapproving
shorts
of.
on. These are just over.
Right,
Oh, that's good.
okay.
I always wear shorts and then trackies to the gym. Same ones every time, though. I only have one set. I turn up to the gym in the same gear, and they're like, "Oh."
Because you've only been to the gym once.
back.
No, I go to the gym like 3 or 4 times a week.
I know, I just thought that was funny.
Yeah. I was just punching a punch bag the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy was like, "Do you want any pointers on how to do that?" I was like, "No." I just want to punch this bag.
Did you
I'm
put
angry and I hate life.
Gloves on and stuff.
Yeah, but sometimes I make the mistake of just going up to it and punching it on the way past, and that's a mistake because
hurts.
it hurts your hand. So I put the
Oh.
gloves on and I was battering the thing. My hands
I
feel
think
fine.
it's mad for someone to kind of come up to me and be like,
He
thought I
works-
could use a bit of help.
He works there, I assume.
Was it?
Yeah. I mean, he was kind of upselling himself as a trainer, really.
Oh, do you think?
One of
well,
them-
that's all right. That makes sense.
They don't usually do that, but my punching must have been really poor technique-wise.
No, it's one of the guys there as a boxing coach, so he would have been like, "Oh, let me get in on this."
Oh yeah, no, he's got his posters up. He did a match the other day.
Oh, did he?
I don't know when
match?
it was. It might have been boxing
Fight.
match. A boxing match.
Well, you call it a match, I suppose.
It's a boxing match.
It sounds like
It's got
tennis.
rounds. It's a match.
Get over yourself, dog.
A fight. A fight. He was not just having a random fight round the back. It would be fun if it was like come round the back of the bins and watch me beat this geezer up.
yeah, I'd
Yeah,
watch
go
that.
on.
But yeah, no, he's got posters. It's like the guy's just like this, just rip it. But he's in his late. He's probably as old as me, if not maybe a little bit older.
Yeah.
He's around 40, but he's still absolutely ripped.
Yeah.
But it's a really low res photo blown up. It's like it's,
Pixels.
yeah, it's kind of pixelated. I was like, well, you'd look more ripped if you got just a better camera.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
Do you know there's a mini zoo by the gym?
A mini zoo.
There's like chickens and
Oh, I'm going
birds
to
and
that. That's
Yeah.
got me written all over it, I reckon.
I mean,
Like an aviary.
There's like a cafe there, and there's a mini zoo there.
yeah.
Oh, is there?
I went there with that crazy boss.
I went
looking
there
for-
with my crazy boss. We got a coffee and we looked at a goat. It's
Go on.
it's Sunday.
It was a Tuesday. That
Wait,
gym.
Why the fuck did he take you there? Was he like, oh, he's had an
Basically, I
okay.
had this boss, and he just paid me to be his mate.
Right.
Sure, holiday, yeah.
This is Daily Developments.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So in the summer last year, there's a Chorlton Facebook page,
All right, yeah.
and someone put in there, "I need a PA, personal assistant," and it was
Piece
like
of ass.
the wages will be minimum will be between £10-15 an hour. And someone commented, why is it £10? The minimum wage is £10.70, and the guy goes, the boss goes, "You've got a great eye for detail. Come work for me."
Jesus.
It was a test, and you passed.
Hey, I went to work for him, and he was just fucking mental. And like, I went there one day, and I said, "Right, should we get some work done?" And he goes, "No, we work. When I say we work, you're going to sit here and talk to me." I went, "All right." And then he just paid me to. He's a raging alcoholic, and he wanted me to pay him to keep him out the pubs. Kind of, I think.
That's so fucking horrible.
And one day I drove him.
I have to do that for free. Yeah.
One day I drove him. He said, "Can you drive me to this appointment?" I said, "All right." And it was a mental institution.
It was an institution.
I've got an appointment.
He never came back out.
Well, it was like a.
Yeah, I'll be out in a minute, mate. Just the people in the white coats come out and grab him. He's like,
Well, it was like a
I'll be
rehab.
back in a bit, Dom. We'll get some work done.
Yeah. But it was like a rehab, and I went in there, and they were mental.
You can't say that about people in rehab.
He said to me,
Because you lot are fucking mental, aren't you?
He said to me, when I'm in there, just go and sit in the cafe. I went into the cafe, and I thought, I'm going to stay in the car.
Yeah. Really? Oh, what? You left the car? You were like, you didn't feel safe?
No.
Oh, wow.
So he paid me to. Such a shit gym, isn't it?
The gym that I was at.
At the Longford gym.
The gym, my gym it stinks.
Yeah.
And everybody's weird. And every time there's a woman in there, everyone's like, "Don't look." Which is it's a good attitude to have. It's better than being like, ugh. But it's a weird gym. And it's just dirty. Like you go down on the ground to do push-ups or something like that, and you're just like, "Oh, this is filthy."
Yeah.
But it's dirt cheap and it's always quiet.
It's complete nuts and bolts, basics, all you need.
Yeah, but it's got everything I need.
Yeah.
It's got the gear, and I'm getting absolutely fucking
Vending
shredded,
machine.
mate. To be
jacked.
perfectly honest.
Are you?
Yeah,
Jacked.
I'm ripped.
As long as you tell us it, we'll believe it.
Yeah, just absolutely. You wait and see. Fucking Chris Hemsworth over here is going to be tearing it up, smashing the shit out of it.
I believe it, man. I believe
You'll see
it.
me put a whole chicken in my mouth and just pull out
like
the
this?
bones.
The whole carcass.
What, the whole chicken like this?
Yeah, no, I'm holding
Holding
it.
it like
I'm
this?
holding it by its butt. You know, like
When it's not going to fall
where the
off,
legs
though.
are.
Yeah.
No, because it's cooked quite well.
Yeah.
So it will fall off the bone once it goes to my mouth.
Yeah.
Because I'm grasping all the bones with my hands because they're massive. Because I'm hard. I put it in.
Well, even your hands are going to grow.
My hands are going to get much
Oh,
bigger.
are they? Yeah.
That's the first thing
I'm working
that
out my
grows.
hands a lot.
Yeah.
It's the first thing that grows when you exercise.
Yeah, doing
your
little
hands.
weights like on my fingers like that. Hands just giant.
You can get a thing for a little hand thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a little hand thing, mate, in my pants.
Yeah,
Way. All right.
Penises.
Well, that reminds me, talking of your crazy boss, it reminds me of the show Baby Reindeer. I've been watching the show Baby Reindeer. Did
man.
you watch that?
Well, I'd just like to say I watched it.
You did watch it first.
What the fuck kind of sentence was that? I want to let you know that I've watched it.
I want to.
Because I was gonna say I watched it first, but I thought, why am I saying that? That's not relevant. But then you said it for me. So.
I've not watched it yet. So
I want a big dom up for watching the show first.
I watched it like a few days after it came out, I reckon.
You did?
Yeah.
I watched it on my other Netflix. The first few episodes came down, went to watch it on your Netflix on the telly.
And it was done.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I felt bad going back
Been
over
and
it. Yeah.
How are you getting this much spare time?
I did think that. I was like, you've watched everything every time it's come out.
I'll tell you what happened is
and
I
all the
watched-
shit stuff that nobody else watches as well.
When I went to London, I watched most of it on the train.
Oh, that's a good one. That'll
Yeah.
get a couple of series out the way.
Okay.
Just downloaded them.
Yeah.
Smart thinking.
Didn't write any jokes on the train.
Wrote for half an hour. Watched it. It was so compelling. I even watched it on the tube on the way to where I was going.
I haven't finished it yet. I've still got 2 more episodes left. I'm waiting for something to happen because I just like, okay, this guy, a fat bird fancies him.
No.
That's my life. That's normal.
Shit's gonna happen, man.
That's just standard for me.
Yeah.
You wait till
That was actually a joke. You two like, yeah.
No.
I've seen it.
We've seen them. No.
Sorry. You lived my life. It was.
You've seen them.
It's mad though because basically it's about Ethan. It's about he's getting stalked
All right. Okay.
by someone.
He's a stand-up
By the
comic.
fat Okay.
Struggling stand-up. But it was a real stand-up that wrote this true story. Sorry.
Well, this
continue.
is
I mean, he's a stand. I mean, he's more of like an Edinburgh Fringe, like I did comedy at Oxford kind of guy, though, isn't he? Right?
People. I don't know if people have met stand-up comedians. They're not people worth stalking.
stalked.
Really,
No, that's
usually
it.
there's not much going on. And if you stalk a stand-up comedian, they've got the same material.
Yeah, you keep going
You
to
gotta
the
just
show.
keep watching. It'll be like in a fever
Oh
dream,
God,
you know
this
what I
is
mean?
boring.
But
Yeah.
Stuff-
Jerking off to the same fucking four one-liners. It seems like I get old real quick.
But that's the interesting thing, right? At the beginning, this isn't a spoiler because it happens all at the start. But she stalks him because he likes the attention because he's a comedian
Yeah.
who's just got nothing going on, and he's in a comedy competition, right?
Okay.
Reality, yeah. This is me. This is my experience, and he does the bit. It's painful watching him do stand up.
Is it bad?
It's pretty bad.
Just props.
Prop comedy. Fuck's
Props.
sake, man.
Worse than musical.
It's unless it's MASH or sausage rolls.
It's basically you, actually. To be fair,
I'd be lucky to have a fat bird follow me around. Clean up the crumbs from the mash and the fucking sausage roll. Sorry.
That's the mouse. That's the mouse. But yeah, it's amazing. Stuff's going to happen. It's amazing. I don't know where you're at.
I'm 5. I've done 5 episodes. I've got 2 more left.
Has he been to the Fringe yet?
Yeah, he's been to the Fringe.
So,
Oh.
and has he met back up? Has he gone to the guy's house?
This is how spoilers happen, by
Yeah,
the
of
way.
course, yeah.
We're doing this exchange where someone goes, have you seen this bit? Yeah, I've seen that bit. And then they tell you the next bit you haven't seen. You're like, oh.
But he hasn't
ruined
gone
it.
to the writer's house
Well,
yet, has he?
don't say anything now.
Has he?
Well, I don't know. Has he?
Well, you'll know.
But do you know?
I know. I could tell you what happens if you want.
If you tell me, then I can't watch the rest.
Well, then answer my question.
Has he been to the guy? But if I answer your question, then
You're gonna also
it's spoiling it for Ethan.
Ethan won't remember.
I'm not gonna.
Ethan won't remember.
You're not going to watch
I'm not
it.
gonna
right?
watch it. I've got stuff to do. I'm busy.
He's been to the guy's house. So he's been to the guy's house and he's escaped away and he's been basically molested.
Oh, and you're still not enjoying it?
No, of course I'm enjoying it.
Why did you say you was like he's been molested? And you said, what do you want from the guy, man?
Because you were like, I'm waiting
No,
for
of
something.
course I'm enjoying that. I enjoyed that.
You were like, I'm waiting for something to happen. Stuff's happening.
What the joke was is that I'm waiting for something interesting to happen because in my life it's normal to be stalked by women.
Exactly.
That's what that was the joke.
Oh,
That was the
it wasn't
conceit that I
sincere.
created. It wasn't sincere. Actually, I was compelled by the show.
Yeah.
And I kept watching throughout. And I found it exciting and dramatic.
The more you guys talk about it, the more I think, I might watch it now.
I thought you were about to say the more you talk about it, the more I don't want to watch it.
I do think though you shouldn't watch things that are too close to your own life.
That's one issue that I have with it. I anytime I see something, I'm like, oh God, that's me.
Women don't stalk you.
No, not that bit.
What
The other
bit?
bit,
Although I've
the
had
sad lonely comedian.
I've never been stalked. I know a lot of women who have been, and it is fucked up. I
That's
think it's
crazy.
the worst thing. There's been times where I've had stuff in my life where people have harassed me, though.
Have you?
It's not the same.
Sexually?
No, not that way.
Just checking.
No,
checking.
I'm too tall. No one can reach it.
Well, I think it'd be easier.
It's batting it like a cat.
Stalking's crazy. Stalking's it's a terrible thing. We were watching a documentary about it, wasn't we?
Yeah, we watched
it.
Can I Tell You a Secret?
That was the documentary. It was pretty shit, the documentary, if I'm honest. But Don was like, I'm going to ask one of these ladies to come on a podcast.
Yeah, and she's doing it.
So?
She messaged me this morning, next
What
Tuesday.
podcast is she doing?
She's going to come on Daddy Issues.
Nice.
What
To talk about
What's that got to do with daddy issues?
I just wanted to talk about the...
Is your dad going to be on the episode too?
No,
You've got to bring your dad
No,
on
your
as
dad
well.
should
No.
interview her.
Because
'Cause
your dad's probably got a lot of experience in stalking.
Yeah.
How do you think he...
Yeah.
Playgrounds. Anyway, what's...
Oh, that was funny. Well, good luck with that.
Cheers, man. She lives in...
Wait, did the woman get stalked or was she a stalker?
She got stalked.
Okay.
I'm not interviewing a stalker.
Are you sure you're sensitive enough to deal with that kind of thing?
Well, she went on Netflix to talk about it. She's all right.
She'll go on Netflix.
She's
She'll
got
talk
over
to
it.
me.
Yeah.
Well,
Fair
that's
enough.
in the works. Keep an eye out on daddy issues.
Keep an eye out for
People.
that. Yeah,
Keep an eye out
absolutely.
for that. Little plug.
Let's go. Let's go. Gripe of the week.
Gripe of the week, gripe of the week, and the pipe of the week. It's the strike of the week, yeah, gripe of the week, gripe of the week. Have a little bit of the gripe of the week now.
Oh, what's for?
Does anyone have a gripe
I
of the
don't know.
week?
Everyone
No,
pointed at me. and
you
I
said
thought-
something before.
I was like, maybe we should change up the format a bit. Maybe we could do a positive gripe.
Positive, great.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm feel like I'm at a changing point in my life. And you can mark significant changes with like a change in mindset, and I think my change in mindset's been try and focus on the positive things in life.
I'm worried you joined a cult again.
I might be starting my own. I'm not sure what's going on, but
if you started a cult, that'd be the fucking.
Well, the self-help book comes first. You guys are writing
We need to
together.
write that book. Fuck, man.
shit, yeah, it'll just happen.
We forgot to write the book last week. Okay, so great. We're not going to do a negative gripe. We're not going to gripe. We're going to be positive. So, have you got anything, Ethan, to say about the positive? Is it about me and Dom, or about the house, or about just life?
Let's say, just each. We could just each other.
Each other. I actually like that. That's
But
actually got a ring to it.
Is it about each other related to the house, or just in general? Anything?
Let's just let it happen, mate.
Let's just vibe with it.
Let's just, I noticed that we've got some new appliances around the house.
I did. I bought something called a toilet butler.
Which is, what the fuck? Is that what it's called?
It's called a toilet butler.
A butler comes to wipe your ass.
Little Jeeves.
PP Jeeves. Yeah, that's the thing. It holds the toilet roll, and it's got a little stalk to put more toilet roll on.
Right.
That's called a toilet butler.
It's good.
I got the cheapest one. I did consider getting
how much?
The more expensive one, which had a table on top where you could put a diffuser to scent the place. But I decided against it. Okay. I can't remember how much it was. It was cheap. And a shoe rack.
Amazon?
No, they're nice.
Dunelm, my friend.
Dunelm.
Yeah, they're like nice powder coated steel.
Yeah, a bit of powder coated steel, mate.
Gotta get some powder coated steel in your life. Change your life, that.
Fucking come on, mate. So, yeah, I did. I bought some shoe racks. And you know what? I'm going to start off and I'm going to say that you two, you've got some nice pairs of shoes. And I think that that's really a good thing.
Thanks.
And I want to display them in a way that's befitting.
Wow.
Other than the shitty one that we've got there that's breaking.
Yeah.
So I thought it's time to make sure these guys can be proud of their good shoes that they've got.
What actually happens was every time Alex walks in, he goes, fucking all these fucking shoes everywhere.
I do.
And then, so he thought, I need to buy a rack to control my mental health.
Yeah.
That's what actually
Ignore when I walk in, I say, your fucking stupid shoes, ugly
Shut the
shoes.
fuck up! Shoes.
Burning them.
So,
Cigarette burn.
there you go, there's something.
Yeah, so that was good.
So that was your...
Go on, I'll see if I can try and say something nice about you.
Okay.
Good luck.
We've been having a nice time recently, I thought.
You have been
sharing
close.
some...
We've been doing a lot of shows together, but basically you've been putting me on the early show, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been sharing some conversations about life and that.
Yeah, and some similar
Helping each other.
outcomes. So yeah, that's been nice.
Look at this effusive display of emotion from these two.
This is difficult,
men
man.
Connected with their
I'm not going to compliment you because the
side.
last time I complimented you, you had a go at me.
Yeah, but it was crazy. It was like, you're usually like horrible. I never thought you'd get anywhere in life, but you've really surprised me.
It's always a backhanded compliment.
Anyway,
from
come on,
Dom.
my compliment.
I think
I never thought you'd get anywhere.
yeah, I've noticed right over the past few weeks
Yeah.
that you've become a bit less uptight.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like you're kind of letting things slide a bit more and not messaging people mad stuff while they're at work and shit like that. So that's good.
Yeah, good. Nice. Is it since you...
Yeah, I had a moment. Like I did DNT and I realised something about myself.
Yeah.
You've changed.
No, I don't know. I think maybe just nothing's been going on that annoys me that much.
No, I think that's the point.
And we also had a conversation once. You said to me, if anything, it mildly inconveniences me, I make a big deal out of it. So I thought, probably just won't do that anymore.
That's great. That's good.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's growth.
I'd like to compliment myself and say I always look so massive on this camera. Yeah. And it's good to be big. Just big. Just look a large
big
man.
Inch.
Something about this sofa,
Lengthways, widthways,
that camera angle,
girth.
just looking like the biggest man ever. Especially because Dom, for some reason, looks tiny
I
in the
don't know.
middle.
Yeah, I'm not
He's
tiny.
sinking to
You're
the
not, but you
couch.
look tiny in the middle. Look at you. Look. You do look like a little kid in the middle for some reason.
Well, it's because the pillows of the where the gap is, they go down, don't they?
Yeah, I think but it's just funny the way it ends up looking.
Yeah.
I've got something to say about you, I reckon.
Doesn't sound
gotta be
good.
nice.
Go on.
It's gotta be
No,
nice.
I felt a few weeks ago for
Oh,
a
yeah.
while there was a block between me and you for some reason because I
Yeah.
felt I kept doing things that annoyed you, and then you kept doing things that annoyed me.
Yeah.
But I feel like that block's gone now,
Yeah.
which is nice, isn't it?
Well,
We had a few conversations, few games of FIFA, and it's all right.
Everything's all right.
And what I've realised is you're going to do stuff that annoys me in the house. I'm going to do stuff that annoys you. You're going to do stuff that
Annoys
we're all just gonna-
everybody.
But then you just got to. But then what I do is if someone leaves something out, just put it away, maybe fix it, and then hopefully that person
Yeah.
will do the same for you.
like tomatoes.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
tomatoes. Yeah.
Yeah, if you find
No,
them
we're not
out,
turning
you
this negative.
Well, I know, but it felt too nice that. I
Oh,
think
did
that,
it?
yeah. Scrap that idea. Talk
No.
about tomatoes. It was great. I was sat in my room.
Oh, did you listen to that, did
I
you?
listened to the whole thing.
So I got home.
No, let me tell you my side. So I got home from work. I worked till 8 p.m.
Don't make it seem like it was such a hard day for you just because
Mental.
you went
Yeah.
to work.
And
11 till 8. I had to play.
11 till 8.
I had
Yeah, I
to
worked
play-
till 8. 7 till 8.
I had to play the first and the second hole of the pitch and putt at least 30 times. It was difficult, and I had to sit in a buggy drinking green tea. I mean, come on. Anyway, so I got home. I was going to cook something. I mean, went into the vegetable drawer to get some vegetables of some sort, and then fucking tomatoes everywhere. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm throwing them away. And turns out they were still valuable items of food.
They were.
Yeah, they were. How did you feel when you came home and your tomatoes were gone?
Here's something.
Pilvaged.
Here's something that
That's not a
occurs
word.
to me. So, I bought the tomatoes at Co-op the other day in reduce. So they were going to go out of date that day or the next day.
Yeah,
they
they
would
were,
have been
yeah.
out of date.
Yeah.
But they were perfectly fine, and I'd been eating them. I hadn't really chopped them up, put them in salads. I'd just been munching them every time I
Oh,
went
nice.
to the fridge.
Little munch.
Now, obviously, what had probably happened. Now, they were in a bag, the plastic tomato bag that they came in, and I'd ripped it open, and it come open a little bit, so you could just access the tomatoes. But they were still in the bag last time I checked. Somebody has reached in, pulled some stuff out from underneath, and thrown the tomatoes everywhere. I wonder who that is, considering, let's be honest, Ethan doesn't eat that many vegetables. It was definitely you. So, first of all, you spilled the tomatoes almost undoubtedly. And the thing is, right, the reason I found the tomatoes was I came back from being out and got home late at night. People were in bed. You guys were both in bed. And I opened the food bin. And the tomatoes were all together, clumped together in the middle of the food bin.
'Cause I picked them up.
Yeah, exactly. So you've taken the time to pick the tomatoes up and put them in your hand, rather than put them in a bowl or put them to the side. You've thrown them away. So you've done the work to negate the fact that they were apparently spread around, which I don't believe they
Yeah, but
were,
I
by
thought
the
you
way.
could have tomatoes mixed with
I
green
reckon
tea.
there was a clump of tomatoes together as they should be, and a couple of tomatoes had fallen out of the bag. That's what I believe actually happened. And you picked them all up, put them in the bin together, and my tomatoes, which were perfectly good, were gone. And I went upstairs. I was like, Dom!
Yeah.
And then I realised, well, it could have been Ethan. I knew it was Dom.
Well, you sat there listening to it.
Yeah, oh mate, I was having a
Who
great
did
time.
my tomatoes? Who put them in the bin? And then we ended
No,
up
you were
having
really,
basically
you were
the
really
same
upset.
discussion.
You sounded really upset.
It was annoying. Like, why do it?
Tell you what happened is
You were pissed off at me for some reason.
So let me, because obviously I have a perspective. All stories have, a freeway perspective, don't they? So I'm
You're the narrator.
because I was in my room on my own, and I was just here like, don't. Where's my fucking tomatoes, mate?
He didn't say fuck.
And then he goes, "Oh, well, they were perfectly good." He goes, "Well, they were in the fridge, They were just everywhere in the fridge, like tomatoes in a fridge. That's mental." And then you were like, "Well, they were perfectly good tomatoes." And you went, "The thing is, you buy reduced food," and I started, and there was a bit of a thing, and then there was a point where you went, "Are you doing so and so's gig the other day?" And Alex went, "Why, has he got any fucking tomatoes?" I love this house.
No, yeah.
You were frustrated.
I was frustrated because
you threw away the tomatoes
because there's a lot of
frustration.
clearance stuff in there. A lot of it's out of date, and I thought this needs to
But
be.
it's
But
not
that's not
hurting you.
that's not your decision to make.
But it was just so full of shit.
You've got space to put what you put in there, haven't you?
But
Yeah.
the other
And
thing
no one
is,
touches that.
there was a fish fillet in the fridge
Oh, a stinky fish fillet.
that stank, that was dated 8th of April. I threw it away probably on the 22nd. Why didn't you throw away that stinky old fish?
Because it wasn't everywhere.
Exactly. You only care about something that gets in your way. You'd happy to let the stinky fish
I didn't
be a
see that.
And remember the smell. You didn't care about the smell at all.
Well, it probably reminded
just
him of
didn't.
home.
Wait,
Sorry.
sorry.
oh my God. Well, anyway, the tomatoes are
Swimming
gone
pool
now.
did give fumes off.
Remember, next time I get anything, I have to put it in a box and write a fake date on it. Make
Yeah.
sure that Dom doesn't throw it away.
Anyway, so ice cream. Been on the quest to find the best.
What a segue.
Well, food, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Been on a quest to find the best flavour Ben and Jerry's. Now, currently, I've tried Caramel Sutra, which I think is phenomenal. I've tried fish food, pretty good, but not as good as caramel.
Phenomenal is a strong word for that.
Yeah, it's just Ben and Jerry's
And
shop bought ice cream.
we've got an ice cream parlour at the end of the road.
Yeah, but it's not as good as Ben and Jerry's, I don't reckon.
Oh, strong words.
I tried the crunchy one over there, and it was just chocolate.
Yeah, I feel like that was an oversight.
There was no crunchy in it.
Maybe it's time for you to check out Haagen-Dazs.
You reckon? No, I want to finish this quest.
That's a side quest.
Like you're in a fucking role-playing game.
So I tried. So
you
we
get a
got.
sword at the end. You get a sword. It's made out of ice cream.
So in the order, what's the ones I've tried? I've tried fish food, caramel sutra, caramel choo choo, and cookie Vermont. And I reckon in order of the worst to the best, it's cookie Vermont. It's all right, not the best. Fish food, and then it's a very tight draw between caramel sutra and caramel choo choo. So I'll try one more next week. And
There's Cherry Garcia.
is that nice? Is it? Oh no, I also tried the
that?
strawberry one. That was all right.
Who's that in?
Strawberry Wonderland.
Because that's what's annoying me is because they've got like they're using names now which are like puns, play on words,
So
pop culture references, and I feel like I'm out of the loop. What the fuck's a Caramel Sutra? Caramel Sutra.
Caramel Sutra, the Kama Sutra
Is
is
that not
the
the sex
Indian
thing?
book of sex positions.
Well,
Yeah.
what's that got to do with fucking ice cream?
Well, because it's sensual. Caramel is.
Caramel sensual.
Yeah, because it's soft and velvety and smooth and rich.
What, you're making it sensual? I don't need.
Yeah, that's
I don't
it.
need that right now.
That's what I'm
It's
trying
early.
to do right now. I'm trying to tell you about caramel and how sexy it is.
Yeah,
Cherry Garcia is one of their original flavors, and it is in reference to Jerry Garcia, who's the singer of the famous American jam band,
I don't even know
The
who Jimi
Jam.
Hendrix is.
The Grateful Dead.
The Grateful Dead.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh right, yeah.
Is that a good one?
Not to be confused, because I think that's what Ben and Jerry. I don't know if Jerry is a real person, because we talked about this. Isn't Ben the real one? And Jerry might be Jerry Garcia, because he's connected with them, because
Well,
they're all hippies from
I heard
San
a-
Francisco, right? Is that
Really?
right?
What?
I think that's it.
I,
think
know
I
there was
heard.
so much backstory.
I heard a comic. I think do a routine about how he met Ben, and he was like, "Where's Jerry?" And there's no Jerry. And he was
Yeah,
talking
I
about-
think
don't know
that's
who
what
it
you were
was.
talking about.
I think it was a
Maybe
famous comic. Only a famous comic.
it could be in reference
No,
to
it
Jerry
was-
Garcia.
It was what's that American girl that we met in Edinburgh? Caroline.
Caroline?
It was her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saw it online.
So it must be true.
Must be true. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Not to
Facts.
be confused, obviously, with Jerry Adams,
Right.
leader of Sinn Féin.
No. Clue.
This ice cream is delicious.
I think
Put some more caramel in this caramel sutra.
I think cookie dough is the next on my list.
Cookie dough.
Yeah.
Someone messaged
Cookie
me.
dough's my favourite.
Yeah, but also you not tried the fucking normal ones. You went straight for like fucking whimsical daydream fucking ice creams.
She
didn't
messaged
you?
me about it.
You know that we're
Okay.
we're on a podcast, don't you?
You know
Dom?
her, don't you?
I do know her, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was weird.
Mad.
She's clearly passionate about the cause.
What?
It was related.
That wasn't very good for the
No.
viewers.
Oh, sorry.
We're doing a thing here.
But I just didn't want to say it because.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
So what's what do you hope to get from this quest?
No, I've become angered.
Just to know the best flavour.
Well,
Maybe there isn't a best flavour.
can you not?
Why are
Right.
you getting so upset?
First of all, I feel like there's a hack to this. I feel like you go to the cinema,
No, I did that in London, but it's so expensive.
Get the
per
small
scoop.
pots.
So expensive per scoop.
Yeah, you don't want to invest in your Quest.
You don't want to invest in the Quest.
No, because the thing is, they're all nice, aren't
That's
they?
what it is. You don't want to put the time
So I might as
in.
well just enjoy a tub of it.
None of them are
You
like...
might as well enjoy a litre at a time.
Yeah, leave me alone.
You're going to
man.
get artery problems, man.
Artery.
You
You're gonna
smoke.
shit yourself.
That's a good word. In Mank, that is a good word. I'm sorry. That just struck me.
Yeah, but I don't smoke a litre of ice cream a day, do I? That'd be mental.
Right, let's do a quick story
If only
time.
you could get as stoned as Ethan is, if he could transfer the hunger to you and then you could use that in your quest.
Yeah, that is actually a good idea. Could do
You
that.
are going to have to get more stoned, I think, if you're going to do this quest. Try Haagen-Dazs, mate. It's way better.
Quick story time.
Okay, here we go. Let's do it. The longest theme tune of all time.
No, but I'm still wound up about this. It's ice cream
You
bullshit.
have to just let it go.
It's hard.
All right, go on then, mate.
So a while ago, I don't think I've told you guys this story before, but I was driving home from a gig with Alfie Carter.
Oh, yeah, I know
another
Alfie.
comedian, driving back from Liverpool. Right?
Beautiful, man.
Driving back, pulled into a petrol station to obviously get petrol, and then a police van pulls up behind me.
Whoa.
I thought, oh, they're getting petrol. That's fair enough. They need it too.
They need petrol
And they were
too.
like, sir, and I was like, you're right. And they were like, basically stopped me and told me I didn't have my lights on, and it was dark. So you need to turn your lights on. Why haven't you got them on? I said, sorry, I forgot. Wasn't on purpose. And then they said, oh, have you? I was quite flustered because I was being sort of stopped by a police van.
How far had you driven without your lights on?
About 5 minutes.
What?
Yeah, I was quite flustered, obviously. And they were like, have you taken anything tonight? And I was like, no, I haven't drunk. I don't do drugs. No. And they were like, well, we think you've taken drugs. Get in our van and we're going to drug test you.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
They did that.
And I said, well, no.
Shit.
I said, what if I say no? And they said, well, we can arrest you. I said, well, fuck. I've probably got to do it then. So I get in, they drug test me, and the guy, I mean, they realised I wasn't on drugs, so they felt a bit bad. And the guy was trying to make small talk with me. And he goes, oh, what'd you do then? I said, I'm a comedian. He said, do you earn much?
Good. Tell
he
him.
said, do you earn much money? I said, well, enough to buy fucking drugs, apparently. Joke. But the thing is, Alfie was in the car. They didn't tell him what was happening, and I'd never really met Alfie before. So he must have been thinking, like, Dom's a convict
Oh, yeah.
or
Yeah.
something. And Alfie came up to the van, like, what's going on? And they said, go get back in the car.
Get
mate.
the fuck out of here.
Something to do with you.
Thought that was going to get a big laugh.
You know what I think would be funny is if they were like, right, we've got to bring you in the van to drug test you. I'd come in and be like, right, what drugs are we testing then? Hey?
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
I would, or if you just pulled your pants down straight away and was like, go on.
Yeah, stick your finger
Get
in.
in there. You're like, that's not how we test for drugs, mate.
That's what you think a drug test is.
So I test for drugs.
Yeah, finger up the bum.
So that's all I've got on that, really.
Good story.
Should we do these impressions?
We've not got a theme to your impressions yet, have we?
No, it's listener questions.
Oh, right.
Just
Okay.
swap
Yeah,
seats.
yeah.
Okay, well, what we're going to do...
Oh, it's going to be...
What we're going to do is we're going to... we've got a question or a request, I should say, from my friend, our friend Jess, who used to live here, and she suggested
Yeah,
we
Jess.
do... She said we do the whole episode as doing an impression of each other, which...
She's wildly overestimating our kind of fucking...
We need
our
acting
discipline,
chops. We've not got
self-control.
we need Vincent for that.
Yeah.
God, you never shut up about Vince.
It's because he listened.
Just suck his
No,
dick,
it's because he listens if I mention him. So I mention him every episode a little bit, so we get a listen.
How does he know? Does he have like an
I tell
AI
him.
software? Oh, you tell him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just start telling him that you... Anyway.
So we're going to do an improv scene where we play each other. Should we do? Are we going to do the podcast, like a mini segment of the podcast? Like,
Let's just start. Let's just start it.
what it's like would be like
We'll
starting
do like a few
podcast.
minutes of starting it. Yeah.
Okay. So who's
So
who?
I'm you.
You're me. I'm Ethan.
And you're me.
I'm
Ethan's Dom.
Right, okay.
That works. Okay. Let's try and swap seats. I'm going to put this down on the seat.
and
All
everything.
right, okay, sweet.
Doing impressions of each other. Doing impressions of each other.
Everyone ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's playing fucking developments now. Put that in your ear.
Hello! Ain't Nothing But the Rent Boys podcast. I'm Alex Camp. Here we've got Dom Hatton-Woods.
You alright?
And over on the right we've got Ethan Smith.
Alright, dude.
So yeah, obviously, you know, I've got nothing really going.
Anyway, I was going to tell this story about something that doesn't really lead anywhere.
Yeah, all right,
It'll
Dom.
probably
So
fizzle
yeah,
out.
all right. So
Ice cream.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I feel like there needs to be some spiritual thing put together here because, like, Wales.
yeah, so we've
sometimes-
just want to say before we start, if you could like, subscribe, and mate, fucking the mic, get further away from your fucking. Jesus. If you could like, stop breathing. If you could like, subscribe, and that'd be great. And
Yeah,
well,
like
yeah,
that.
so yeah.
Well, let me tell the story. So the other day,
I
I was in Morrison.
I want to sell me socks for money.
Socks for money, honey.
I've got no money.
So anyway, I was in Morrison's the other day, and I was at the ice cream parlour.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
And,
You were at the ice cream parlour. Why don't you just get Ben and Jerry's?
Well, I went to the manager, and the manager gave me a free pizza, and I forgot to collect it, so I've emailed him.
Hold on. Pizzas, right? Have you ever noticed that the pepperoni makes the shape of a triangle? And that's Illuminati. It's true.
Anyway, so yeah, I've been, you know, got some new things on the go. Been seeing some new ladies and. Been
Ladies.
seeing some new girls.
I think we can,
Hold on.
we can call that. I think.
Yeah.
I've got to tell you about my uncle now. I've got to tell.
Fell in the vet of acid. Anyway, that'll do, everyone. Please like, subscribe, and do the
Peace.
business.
Jar respect, Rastafari.
See ya. See you next week.
See you later, Chris.
Big
Big dicks in your ass is bad for your health.